Welcome to FootballGamePlan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bringing you an AFC Championship game preview between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. Now, here are my keys to victory for the New York Jets. Whenever you're talking about playing the Indianapolis Colts, number one option on defense, you have to get after Peyton Manning. The Jets do apply pressure with that 3-4 defense, and it's been a bugaboo for Peyton Manning historically. So they have to get after Manning to effectively shut down that offense in order to give themselves a shot in this game. They have to win defensively by getting after Manning, putting some hits on him, because if Manning gets bodies around him, if he gets pressure in his face, Manning can get happy feet and the ball will come out quickly and gives yourself an opportunity to make interceptions. Second, they have to continue excellent third down defense. You can beat the Colts if you can get these guys off the field. That's the number one option. You get these guys off the field on third down, give yourself more possessions to do what you do on offense. So you really have to continue outstanding third down defense as they did last week against the Chargers. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go into the lab and take a look at how the Jets usually apply some pressure with that 3-4 front and how they can get after Peyton Manning. Now, the Jets like to utilize a lot of zone blitzing schemes out there, 3-4, to apply pressure on the quarterback. And what we have here is one of their favorite blitzes, the banjo blitz, which is an inside-out combo that they like to utilize a lot to get these guys, to get the quarterbacks to flush out of the pocket and get rid of the football quickly. What we have here is a cover 3 look, but really it's cover 1. And here's how they do it. You have these guys lined up right here, manned up on these guys right here. Then you have your 3-4 front. Here's what they do. The end comes this gap. You have the strong side backer. He attacks the B gap. The nose pushes, also attacks the B gap. End comes here, weak side backer, B gap. That's how they apply pressure, because what they do, free safety drop into coverage, drop, strong safety drops as well too. So this is the way they utilize pressure to get the football out of Peyton Manning's hands quickly. So be prepared to see a lot of these type of banjo blitzes this week against the Colts. In order for the Jets to have some success this week, they have to get the Colts off the field on third down. The way they do that is by applying pressure with the cover 2 look and getting 5 men in the pass rush. Here's how they do it. Your base coast set, your spread set, shotgun, tight end, running back, your cover 2 look. But this is what they do. Basic cover 2 principles apply. Your bump, release, free safety got to have, strong safety got to have. Your 2 linebackers drop back in coverage. Now, this is what they do with this one. They attack the B and C gap of the offense right here. Your weak side backer, slow walks, boom, he's coming C gap, in, crashes the B gap. Back right here, crashes C gap, in, crashes B gap. They ask the nose tackle just to play through the center to the quarterback. They're going to utilize a lot of this coverage and blitzes against the Colts in order to get pressure, to get Peyton Manning to get the ball out of his hand quickly, to give these guys a chance to win the football game. Another key to victory for the New York Jets, they have to maximize their possessions. When you play in a team like the Colts, you have to maximize your opportunities with the football. The Jets are a ball control offense. They want to run the football with effectiveness. They want to operate off play action. They want to score in the red zone when they get the opportunity, so they have to maximize possessions. You have to score in order to beat the Colts. You can't have an output like you did last week against the San Diego Chargers, where 5 of your first 6 drives ended up in punts. They have to be able to maximize those possessions and limit the opportunities for the Indianapolis Colts. Fourth, don't be afraid to mix it up on offense. Teams know what you want to do. That gives them an opportunity to prepare and stop you. So don't be afraid to do something that you're not normally doing, as, let's say, throw on first down, operating off play action on first down, mixing up shotgun spread, change the formations up a little bit. You want to mix it up on offense so that way you give the Colts a different look, looks they haven't seen before on film. That's going to give you an opportunity to win this ball game. Now, here are my keys to victory for the Indianapolis Colts. For the Colts to have some success in this matchup, you look at the intermediate passing of the Colts offense. Those wide receivers in Peyton Manning must be able to attack those soft spots in the zone or soft spots that are voided once these guys blitz. So you really have to take advantage of those intermediate passing opportunities when they present themselves. Second, I look at Dallas Clark versus the Jets safeties. You look at Kerry Rose and Jim Leonard. Those guys are physical safeties. Dallas Clark is a unique talent at tight end. He always finds the holes in the zone and always finds himself open, especially after play action. So you look at the matchup between those safeties and Dallas Clark. How will they match up with him? Can the Colts be able to exploit that matchup, or will the Jets be able to take him away out of the game plan? Those are the keys to victory. Now you look at, let's jump into the lab and see how the Colts will plan to exploit some of these matchups that they will be presented with when they face the Jets on Sunday. One way the Colts can attack that 3-4 front of the New York Jets is by effectively running that stretch play. That stretch play is lethal because they run it the same way they operate off play action. Let me show you what I'm talking about. What they do here is a base 3-4 front, Boom, you block here, you block there, you block there, you effectively block here. You work your way up, and the stretch runs this way, and Peyton Manning meets a die or Brown or whoever's in the backfield. Now, what they do, which is unique, they get their receivers, instead of blocking here, the receivers work up this way. Because now what you're going to have a running back one-on-one with a cornerback. If he doesn't follow, if he does, you have the running back outside with this backer chasing if he doesn't get beat by this block. That stretch play proves to be deadly because it gets that flow going this way, which makes the defensive line, especially these guys that are not used to getting cut block, effectively get cut block and open up natural holes, because now you have a cutback lane here, cutback lane here. If the running back can see it, that is a way you could stop the pressure by running that zone stretch play, one of the staples in the Colts offense. One thing that the Colts do well is attack the underneath coverage, and they're going to have to do a lot of that this week against the New York Jets. The way you do that, you look at the alignment. One of their base alignments they love to use in Indianapolis. Matter of fact, let's just move Peyton Manning out of under center and put him in the shotgun with a die. Now, the way you attack underneath coverage against a 3-4 front, you just put too many people in the area. You flood an area for that way you make one guy cover two people. Let's say you effectively run the skinny post and you run the stop route. That puts this guy in the bind. Now this guy has to make a decision. If he drops low, this guy is open. If he drops high, that guy is open. That's one way. Also, you have Dallas Clark operating in the seam. Peyton Manning loves to hit him about right here. That puts the pressure on this guy to squeeze down, because if he squeezes down, 9 times out of 10, you know you got a guy going vertical, which may be Pierre Garçon or Reggie Wayne, because if he squeezes down, this guy is always open. That's how you effectively attack underneath coverage. And if you want to, you could drop a running back right underneath the pressure, dump it off. That'll ease that pressure up and give you some opportunities to test that secondary deep down the field. Third key to victory for the Colts in this matchup, you look at, they have to continue outstanding run defense. They need an encore performance. Actually, last week against the Ravens, they were able to effectively shut down the Ravens' game plan by stopping the run. Their speed was able to neutralize the Ravens' power by stopping the run and attack, and they have to continue to do that this week, because you know the Jets are going to come in with Thomas Jones, Sean Green, and run the rock. So you want to utilize that speed again to stop the run and give yourself an opportunity to win this matchup. Fourth, I look at the defensive matchup between the white Freeney against left tackle LT Ferguson. They have to win that matchup. Freeney is a shorter guy at 6'1", 260 pounds, but he runs a 4.3 and is practically unblockable. If he decides to turn it on, and which he does week in, week out, he can cause problems for an offense, because he can effectively change what you want to do offensively. So that's a matchup they have to watch. That's a matchup they have to win if you're the Colts. When you look at a football matchup, common sense will tell you anytime you have a great defense and a great offense, you want to side with defense. But the offense you look at in this matchup is Peyton Manning's offense. That high-octane attack is consistent. It moves the ball down the field. If you try to take away one option, they go to another option. You try to take away the pass, they're able to run. You try to take it a run, they're able to pass. That is an explosive offense, one that you really can't game plan for. You just got to hope they make a mistake. Now, on the flip side, you look at the Jets, what they do, they're ball control offense. And common sense will tell you, okay, if you could run the football, play good defense, decent special teams, you have a good shot to win. But looking at this, a tough game, but I'm going to still go with the New York Jets. Why? Historically, a 3-4 defense has been a bugaboo of Peyton Manning, and the Jets can't apply pressure. They was able to disrupt the Chargers' explosive offense. I know the Colts' offense is a lot better than the Chargers, but you look at the matchup internally, that offensive line and defensive line is going to cause havoc for the Indianapolis Colts. I think the Jets will win this game in a close one with that running game and that strong defense. The Jets will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl this year. For more NFL predictions, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL.